Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling green hills and a sparkling river, lived a young girl named Elara. Elara was known throughout the village for her kind heart and her love for all living things. Her home was surrounded by a garden bursting with colors, a testament to her gentle touch. But her greatest pride was a single, empty pot that sat on her windowsill. This wasn't just any pot. It was an heirloom, passed down through generations, and it was said that only the purest heart could make a flower grow within it. One sunny morning, as Elara was tending to her roses, an old woman with kind, crinkling eyes and a long, flowing cloak approached her gate. She looked tired from a long journey. Without a second thought, Elara invited her in for a glass of cool water and a slice of freshly baked bread. The old woman smiled gratefully. "You have a generous spirit, child," she sighed, her voice like the rustling of autumn leaves. As she was leaving, she reached into her cloak and pulled out a single, tiny seed. It was unlike any seed Elara had ever seen, shimmering with a faint, pearlescent light. "Plant this in your special pot," the woman advised. "Water it with kindness and tend it with patience. It will reward you in ways you cannot imagine." And with that, she was gone. Elara was filled with excitement. She carefully placed the mysterious seed into the soil of her heirloom pot. Every day, she followed the old woman's instructions. She would tell the seed about her day, about the funny squirrel that tried to steal her berries, and the beautiful song of the robin outside her window. She didn't water it with just water from the well. She would think of a kind deed she had done the day helping old Mr. Gable fix his fence, sharing her lunch with a lost traveler, or reading a story to the village children. With each kind thought, she would pour a little water into the pot, which turned into a man's, and still, nothing grew. The soil remained bare. Some of the other villagers began to whisper, "Poor Elara," they say, "she's wasting her time on an empty pot." It's just an old tale. A wealthy merchant's son, who had a greenhouse filled with exotic and expensive flowers, would often mock her. "Look at my magnificent orchids and my prize-winning tulips," he would boast, "while you are talking to dirt." Elara felt a pang of sadness, but she remembered the old woman's words, "Tend to it with patience." So, she continued her daily ritual, never losing hope. She kept her heart full of kindness, not for the sake of the flower, but because it was who she was. One evening, as the moon cast a silvery glow over the village, Elara noticed a tiny green sprout peeking out from the soil. Her heart leapt with joy. She felt as if she was watching a miracle unfold. The sprout grew quickly, its stem strong and its leaves a vibrant, healthy green. Soon, a bud formed at the very top. It was larger and more intricate than any bud she had ever seen. The anticipation in the village grew. Even the boy who had marked her would sneak glances at the pot on her windowsill, a curious look on his face. Finally, the day came. As the first rays of the morning sun touched the village, the bud began to unfurl. It wasn't just one flower, but a cascade of blossoms, each one a different, dazzling color. Some were petals of ruby red, sapphire blue, emerald green, and sunny yellow, all on the same stem. But the most magical part was the light. A soft, warm glow emanated from the center of the flower, bathing the entire room in a gentle, comforting light. It smelled of honey, rain, and the sunshine all at once. News of the magical flower spread like wildfire. People traveled from all over the land to see it. They stood before Lara's window in awe. As they gazed upon the flower, they felt a strange sense of peace wash over them. Arguments were forgotten, worries seemed to melt away, and a feeling of goodwill filled the air. The flower's light seemed to reflect the kindness that had been poured into it, sharing that warmth with everyone who saw it. The wealthy merchant's son came to see the flower, his face a mixture of envy and astonishment. "How did you do it?" he asked, his voice barely a whisper. "You have the rarest seeds from across the world, the richest soil, and the best fertilizers, yet none of my flowers are as beautiful as this." Elara smiled gently. "You don't think it was about the seed or the soil," she replied. "The old woman taught me to water it with kindness and tend it with patience. This flower didn't grow from water alone. It grew from the love and the care he gave every single day." The boy looked at his own hands, then at Elara's simple, miraculous flower. He realized that for all his wealth, he had never truly nurtured anything with his heart. He had only tried to own beauty, not create it. From that day on, he began to change. He started helping others in the village, and he learned that the joy of giving was far greater than the pride of having. The magical flower continued to bloom for many years, a constant reminder to the villagers of the power of a kind heart. It taught them that true magic isn't found in spells or potions, but in the simple, everyday acts of goodness we show to one another. The most beautiful things in the world cannot be bought with gold or silver. They are grown with patience, nurtured with love, and watered with kindness. And just like Lara's flower, A kind heart can brighten the world for everyone around it. Thank you so much for watching. We hope this story brought a little bit of magic to your day. Remember to be kind, be patient, and keep your heart open. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful stories. See you next time.